Started. All right, man. Best Conversations Podcast, episode 56. Man, you know we like talking to them legends. That's and we got another legend on the line. A lot of people probably first seen his brother with DJ Drama, Cannon, the affiliates. Maybe you seen his brother, LA the Dark Man. Clapping off on that classic Cannon track, but he's back with Avengers. New project out right now, Capital Gains. If you don't know who I'm talking to, you will know by the end of this interview. Willie the Kid on the line. What up, Willie?
What's up, brother? How you, man?
I'm good, man. The streets been missing you, man. They've been missing you, man.
Yeah.
Man, doing my research for this interview, man, is a lot I didn't know. The close ties with DJ Drama back in the day, I always thought you was from maybe Atlanta or Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So to find out you was from Michigan, I was like, I did not know that. I never knew that.
You just found that out like recently, like today?
Today.
Okay.
Today. I thought Drama found you in Philly or Atlanta or something.
Where you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay, yeah, Drum didn't find me at all. Like I built that company. You know what I'm saying? With
Word.
Drama. You know
Let's get into it.
Like I wasn't found. He didn't find me anywhere. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nah, I was there before that company was even a thing that people knew about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of the people that was there from the very beginning, helping it to get to where it got. You know what I'm saying? So
originally you was behind affiliates.
Yeah, I was one of the people that was working to put it together. Like, you know, I wouldn't say behind, like it was just me, but it was me, Cannon, drums, synths, and then my brother Locke came and did some management work and some artistry work after that. But yeah, I was there before, like when it was nothing. Like we just was in this crib putting CDs together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he didn't find me anywhere and give me no record deal. Like I helped build that brand and build that company. You know what I'm saying? From parties to mixtapes to, you know, all kinds of extracurricular things, going through the motions with them brothers until we finally got to where we got to. You know what I'm saying?
Has that always been a misconception that DJ Drama found you, or?
I don't know if that's what you thought, not you personally, but you know, if that's what people thought, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know that we marketed the deal in the position to where we marketed the rollout after we signed our deal with Warner. So that was Drama's artist. So that may make people think that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just clearing up the fact that that's not the situation.
It definitely, from the outside looking in, just being an absolute fan. It just looked like, okay, we about to do this we doing this Gangsta Grill thing, and you and your brother gonna be the first people that they put out, and I didn't even realize it was something totally different from that, man. We
put the groundwork in. Drama always, him and Sense worked hard on building that Gangsta Grills brand, and Cannon was a producer and a DJ, did a lot of parties, put a lot of mixtapes out. And I originally started as Cannon's artist. Like that's how it started. Me and Cannon linked up on the college campus, started making music, and then Drama was, you know, providing opportunities for Cannon and I to do things outside of campus. And then we became like a DJ, producer, artist, you know, situation, radio, and then we started, you know, making moves from there. And then we got an opportunity to sign a record deal for Philly's music group, and my brother came along to do some management. So me and my brother weren't signing Drama as artists. Like, he didn't find us and give us a deal. He didn't find me and give me a deal, nothing like that. It was a company that we all built together. We're all partners and all friends in that.
Solid. So you went to college in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Word. Okay, that definitely makes a lot of sense. So let's go back, man. Where does your origins of hip hop start? Like we the same age. I see that. I'm looking at the bio. You 35. I'm 35. So I'm hoping our origins are pretty close to about the same of when you started liking hip hop and what you started listening to when you first wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah. You know, probably, like mid 80s, early 90s, you know what I'm saying? Being a kid and, just, watching it and being a fan, and then maybe like mid 90s when you start seeing like Wu-Tang and Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and, Outkast and Tribe and Mobb Deep, and then I became like an active fan, you know what I'm saying? And then early 2000s, then, start doing a little bit more and get more involved. And yeah, it's been a thing forever,
When did you first pick up the pen?
Um, I probably was rapping since I was like a little kid, like maybe I don't know, bro, maybe like like little man, like 5, 6 years old, little, just rapping and like repeating songs that were on the radio and songs that my father played, just repeating the songs and going around and just like rapping for people. People thought those were my songs, but I was just reciting other people's music and just, getting comfortable with reciting and performing, you know what I'm saying? And then by the time I probably got to like junior high, I probably started like really just writing, you know what I'm saying, and making my own, my own music and doing my own things. I had like a dresser drawer full of rhymes, like loose leaf papers full of rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Like experimenting,
Now, people that don't know, your brother, LA the Dark Man, let's talk about his ties to Wu-Tang. What's his ties to Wu-Tang?
Close family, it's a family thing, you know what I'm saying? Studied under RZA, and worked close with the Wu, and they gave him a huge endorsement back in the late 90s, and he put his album out,
Mhm.
had their cosign, yeah.
Word, word. So when you get to Atlanta, are you still on your music tip? Like, was you like trying to get signed? What was the vibe when you was in college? And what college did you go to? One of the historical black colleges?
Yeah, I went to Clark, Atlanta, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just, doing my thing, making my rounds and linking up with people and just doing music. And then me and Cannon got together and started making some music and, went from there.
Word. With you being such a lyricist and being in the South, did you ever feel discouraged? Like your lyrics, like your lyrics didn't really matter as much anymore because, around that time, man, the South is like booming, booming, and you in the heart of it.
Yeah, discouraged not at all. Because unbeknownst, the South has a lot of lyricists too. There's a lot of guys from the South that are lyrical. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lyrical music that come out the South. What the major labels and the radio may promote maybe more party music, correct? Yeah, but South is full of lyricists, man. I mean, from down to Miami all the way up to Kentucky, like all the way out to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like the South is full of lyricists. Memphis, I mean,
Only reason I asked that because when you was in college, but
and
that was the crunk era.
of course, of course. But what I'm saying is, what the radios and the labels were promoting was crunk,
Yeah, right.
ringtone rap. But when you go into the cities and the neighborhoods and you link with people and you see different artists, there's definitely lyricists. J. Cole's from North Carolina, right? And he's a lyricist. You see North Carolina, right? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, even the baby, he's a big charting artist, but that boy can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
he's
right,
from
right.
North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's lyricists all through the South, but what the radio is promoting and the ringtones and the snap music and the what you talking about, the crunk music, yeah. Discouraged, no, because my audience wasn't just the South, you know what I'm saying? So my audience wasn't just the radio in the South, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here to this day. Like to come from that space and still drop a product like Capital Gains 10 years later, you know what I'm saying? It says a lot about what my focus was, you know what I'm saying? But to your point, yeah, the radio and the mainstreams and the clubs, it wasn't about lyrical music in the South at the time, but the South was definitely heavy on lyricists and appreciating the type of music that I made, always.
Okay. Now, the first time I ever heard of Willie the Kid was on the classic dedication to, and I know you was on a couple of dedications, but the first time I heard you was on that crazy canon.
Mm.
Would you say was that when America really heard you, or was there some? Of course, there was some. I'm pretty sure some stuff before that, but speak to how things changed when that verse came out, or was the impact that crazy? Because I was like, damn, who is this on here?
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I that song, Cannon, that was a song that I wrote. That was my song.
I heard through the grapevine that Busta Rhymes had the beat first. I heard Drama say that on an interview recently.
I don't know, maybe he misunderstood, but that was my song. Like
Okay.
me and Cannon were living together as roommates, fresh out of college, and he made that beat right there in the living room. I went and recorded my song to that beat, like as soon as he made it, right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? And that was a record that we had that was supposed to go on my album. And then he played it for a few people, and they said, "Yo, that's crazy." And then Drama's like, "Ooh," and then Drama started like sending it out to people. And then you got a verse from Busta Rhymes and a verse from this one and that one. It was me and my man Detroit Red. We were like, that was our record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I recorded my verse. He came and recorded maybe a verse after that, and then there was another young guy named Juice that was supposed to be signed to the Phillies. He put a verse on there, and that was the record. So you got an early copy of that record, even with Busta Rhymes and Lil Wayne on there. It's still me, Detroit Red, Juice, Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne, and I think Freeway. I think was on.
Freeway.
Then they took. I think I think like Detroit Red wasn't on there, Juice wasn't on there. It was just me, Freeway, and Lil Wayne and Busta Rhymes, and then eventually T.I. got on at the end. You know what I'm saying? So
It was definitely different layers to that song. Like
yeah.
started on the mixtapes, and by the time you got to the album version,
Yes, sir.
T.I. was on. It was like two different T.I. verses.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember. I don't think I've ever.
You know your stuff. You know
Yeah.
your stuff. Yeah, but I'm gonna say the original song is me. Like me and my man Detroit Red, and then it kind of went from there.
Yeah, I don't even remember Busta Rhymes' verse.
Yeah.
I really don't. But would you say that was your first big break where people heard you?
No, that was actually a great moment where people heard me though, for sure. The first time people heard me, we put a mixtape out called "The Day the Game Changed," and on that mixtape circulated in a lot of different places. There's a store called Philly in Miami. It's a mixtape store down in South Beach, and that mixtape was selling out crazy down in Miami. So I'm saying, back to what you were saying about the South. See, it's deep in Miami.
Yeah.
Super lyrical mixtape. You know what I mean? Nothing but boom bap beats and complex rhymes selling out down in South Beach, deep in the South. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't on the radio, it wasn't in the clubs. But the mixtape was selling out down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? That was probably the first time people started hearing me right outside of just my immediate base. And then, of course, the mixtape stores in Atlanta were selling out crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that mixtape is actually what ushered in the deal offers that got me my record deal. That began people starting to, wanting to sign me to different labels and whatnot. And then we formed our company to be, its own imprint to go get the deal we got because of the stuff that I was doing and stuff that Drama was doing, of course, and Cannon was doing too, of course. But the first time people heard me was definitely from that.
Gotcha. So you was part of the whole crazy raid with was you there? I think it was there. Was you there? The whole
Yeah.
crazy raid with DJ Drama with the mixtape shit. What do you remember from that day?
It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. The police came and confiscated a lot of stuff, and jammed brothers up. We made history. Made the news with that.
Yeah,
we changed the whole dynamic of what is legal and illegal as far as mixtapes are concerned. So it's a real layered situation for sure.
yeah. I was like, damn, like, oh, we was supposed to be getting these shits for free for all these years, and these niggas was selling this shit. I was like, damn. And I remember, like, after y'all bailed out or whatever, I seen y'all on like the red carpet at the Hip Hop Awards, something like that, and it's just like, just like mad hype, like, like shit, we out. Y'all done made us more hotter. Like,
Sure.
shit was.
That's exactly what happened.
Shit was crazy, man. What do you remember from that first? Well, you did a Gangsta Grills, but what do you remember from that first Gangsta Grills album? You was all over that shit.
It's a good project. Had a lot of star-studded moments on it. You know what I'm saying? Well received. Like what happened with the raid, laid the platform to demand an album like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's epic moments on there, man. It's great.
Yeah, definitely a classic. I definitely enjoyed that first Gangsta Grills album. What do you remember about your first Gangsta Grills tape? I was bumping that today.
Just cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just like Gangsta Grills is a prominent brand. Was then and it still is today, if you ask me. But that wasn't like that, those are my guys. So I'm not one of those guys who got blessed with the Gangsta Grills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like once again, I helped build that brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it's just doing the tape with the homies, and then of course it's the Gangsta Grills because that's our brand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And shit got a little crossed up, a little weird because I remember it was a little beef between you and Drum because, like you said you built this shit y'all built this shit, but I think the shit got a little confusing. Can you
I
speak to
gotta,
that?
I gotta stop you there, brother. I gotta stop you there. There was no beef with me and John, bro. We never had no beef. John was my man.
Okay.
Yeah, we never had no beef, bro. Like, nah,
No,
drum,
I didn't
drum,
see you working
my
with him
man.
no more, so I thought it was
Beef? Nah, man, no beef. Drum, my man. Drum, you know what beef is? Like Biggie C, you know what beef is?
okay.
Beef
Not beef, maybe a misunderstanding.
ain't even no misunderstanding. That's my guy. I just do different business and he do different business. But that's it's no problem. And it definitely ain't no beef. Like that's my bro. I just seen Drum not too long ago. My
Okay.
boy. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? We made history together. That's my people. Ain't
Okay.
no beef, man. Like nah, man. I don't beef, like never was beef, never will be beef with DJ Drama. That's a dear friend of mine, man. We did a lot of good things together. But I make my money in different places. He makes his money in different places. That don't equate to beef, bro. You know what I'm saying? No.
Absolutely. Speaking about making your money in different places, I read that you making money in the tech world.
Yeah, for sure.
Speak to that. The ventures that you're doing in the tech world.
We have a DSP that I'm an owner of. I'm a shareholder of his DSP. It's called Radiator. It's a geolocation app that tracks artists based on their location in the world, particularly emerging independent artists. And they get spins on a playlist, and we help them market themselves and put their music and their albums out there. And they collect, we offer reporting to the PROs, so they get their publishing dollars and things of that nature. It's just something that we're doing to set up a platform for emerging artists so that they can get their just due and get their rotation as artists do on the major side. So a lot of secondary artists will get a fair shake, uh, and getting exposure and building their careers off that.
Any artists that you working with that you're taking under your wing with starting this company?
Um, it's a DSP, bro. So taking under my wing when it comes to this app is kind of inapplicable. A DSP is the digital streaming platform, so it's like Tidal or Spotify or Apple Music. So I don't know how I would take an artist under my wing for a DSP, but I'm willing. It's open. It's a public app. We're gonna go live this winter, so any independent
Okay.
artist sign up and put their catalogs up there and get streams. Like the same way like SoundCloud helps guys stream their albums and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Got
nothing that I'm gonna personally put an artist on via radio. That's not what I'm saying. It's like you listen to Spotify and you hear artists on Spotify. The artist isn't on the Spotify's wing. The artist is just playing this music on the Spotify playlist.
So what do you being an older still a young man, but you're definitely seasoned in the game. What do you like more? Still the MCing or doing all the dope shit behind the scenes?
I like it all, I think it's all necessary. I think I gotta like the business is what I do for a living. I do that all the time. But I'm nice with the rap, so I'm gonna always do my rap thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just rap because I'm nice, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the business is always gonna be like the primary. Without the business, none of the rapping would make sense anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Are you? Um, are you happy on the trajectory of your music career? Do you feel like you've got all your just due from hip hop?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I own properties, I own cribs. My son is in private school. I own 3 or 4 different lucrative businesses. I'm probably one of the most talented artists that ever touched this, this side of the art form. Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, people that know in those circles, man, they know like Willie the Kid. When I told my friends like, "Yo, I think I got Willie the Kid on the podcast," they're like, "Word." Like, word, Willie the Kid. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, you definitely one of the most respectable lyricists out here.
I
And it's just
appreciate
good definitely good just to see and and hear doing great, because this music game, man, from afar it looks like it can eat you up and spit you out, and they don't give a fuck where you land.
that's life. You could be working at FedEx, and that's the same situation.
Facts.
You playing basketball, you know what I'm saying, for the Charlotte Hornets, it's the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's life. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop ain't no different. It's all about what you do with your opportunities and how you invest. You know what I'm saying? And what do you do with that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of guys may not be top 10 charting Billboard artists, but it's about what you do with the opportunity you did have. You know what I'm saying? And you do have. Like I said, Capital Gains is probably one of the most foremost projects out right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Absolutely.
somebody who's been doing this shit 10 years plus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling.
Absolutely. What did you learn most from your first record deal?
Um, what I learned most.
Hmm. What was the biggest lesson you took away from your first record deal?
Um, Biggest lesson would probably be to continue to to know who you are. You know what I'm saying, and don't ever abandon that. You know what I'm saying. Be who you really are. What comes from the heart is received by the heart. So if you want a certain type of resignation, then it has to come from a genuine place. You know what I'm saying. Be yourself. You'll go a lot further.
Was you happy with the results from the first album?
Absolutely. I got the biggest record deal in history from my hometown. You know what I'm saying? I got the most exposure I've seen from anybody from my town. You know what I'm saying? I'm a guy that comes from a small Midwest town that came to Atlanta and toured the whole entire world. You know what I'm saying? From Dubai to Japan to Switzerland, everywhere. Saw the whole entire world off of the stuff that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? Did really well. Hung out with celebrities and met a lot of important people and made the connections that pivot themselves into me now having my own private spirits company, 200 locations in throughout the Midwest, 60 at the top of premier grocer in the whole entire state of Michigan. I mean, to be in a tech investor and doing a lot of other things I'm doing right now. Film producer, I'm working with Kevin Wilmot, won an Academy Award with Spike Lee for Black Klansman. We're doing a film right now on the life and times of Langston Hughes. You know what I'm saying? All the accolades, all the happiness. You know what I'm saying? It comes from what I did with that first album and everything before it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy with the results of what happened.
Man, that's dope, bro.
What's that?
Um, yes, sir. Capital Gain, man. You work with the homie Action Bronson, Currency, Rock Marciano. What's your favorite joint on there?
I like a different song depending on a different day, whatever's going on at a different time. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what's happening at the time.
I like that dirty game though, man.
That's
You
your favorite one on there.
yeah, you snap. I was listening on the way home from work. Like you was definitely you was snapping on that shit, man. I'm like that boy ain't missed a step, man. You ain't missed a step, man.
Never, brother.
What's
No,
what's some of the feedback from the fans, man? Because sometimes we don't people we get out of sight, out of mind, and so when the fans don't see you, they don't understand all the dope shit you're doing behind the scenes. What's some of the feedback you get from the fans, man? That maybe thought you fell off a cliff or something, but you still doing you.
yeah, I'm doing better than ever, brother. I'm
Hmm.
doing better than ever. Um, I don't. You go to Instagram, look at the comments. Go to Twitter, look at the ads on Twitter. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's saying great things.
Hmm.
Um, Capital Gains is making a lot of noise right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great. Feedback is awesome. You know what I'm saying? You reached out to me for an interview, right?
Absolutely.
He's doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. You know we like to do top fives, man. So first off, top five MCs of all time. Who in your top five?
See, this is always an interesting conversation because there's like great, like the top five greatest, and then there's like my
Top
top five
five favorite.
favorite.
Yes.
See, great.
Yeah. Give me your top five favorites.
When you talk to people and you have these conversations, great and favorite always get muddled up as being the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's not,
I'm glad you said that because
it's not like who's my favorite artist and who's like the greatest artist are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
You're asking for my favorite.
Yeah. Them lists are better compared because you know you want to definitely show love to the legends.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but sometimes my personal favorites might not be the top five greatest.
Yeah, and you know, and vice
The
versa.
masses.
Yeah, and vice versa. Like some of the goats, they the goats, but they not the greatest. But they the but like they're not my favorite, but they're the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, it's Nas, Jay, Wu Tang as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're doing favorites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nas, Jay, Wu Tang. Um, that's like my top three. You know what I'm saying?
You ever met Hove?
A couple times.
Word.
I met Jay-Z when I was a kid. He came to Grand Rapids and did a show with Big Pun and Crucial Conflict.
That'd be like 98, 97.
Yeah. And then my brother opened for the show, and then I was on stage rapping, and then we met Jay-Z backstage.
Mm.
I was a kid. Yeah, I met him then, and then I met him at a couple parties, a couple parties, like one in New York, and then one I think down here in Atlanta. But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Word. Nas,
Jay to go. You know what I'm saying? Jay to go.
definitely to go. You cool as fuck, just like Nas, man.
I appreciate that. Nas is a big inspiration. Nas is the artist that helped me, not personally, of course, but he's the artist that helped me develop my style when I was young. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, how I grew up was different. You know what I mean? I used to read comic books and go to school and do things like that. You know, but like outside, right outside the door is a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a guy to go to school and we learn about Shakespeare and all that type of shit. Then I get off the bus and my man pull up in a stolen car, like, what up? You know what I mean? With a gun and shit, like, yo, let's go. You know what I mean? I ride around, do crazy shit, and I get up and then go do trigonometry at school. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I was being an artist and writing raps, I'm like, damn, how do I articulate that experience without sounding like weird? Like, you know what I'm saying? Without sounding,
Right.
you know, I never knew how to really articulate that. How can I go read these novels at school and then come home and then we, shooting guns and shit and doing kind of wild shit? How do we put that together? You know what I'm saying? And when Nas started really, outside of Illmatic, when he started really Illmatic too, but when he started really going a little bit further into who he was personally, he let like the Project Window, like records like that. You know what I'm saying? Helped me be like, all right, cool. You could tell these stories without saying you the biggest drug dealer, the biggest murderer, the biggest, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say that in the rap to talk about the experience. There's a place for that voice in in the landscape of music. And he helped me find my voice. So then I became like a laureate, poet, reporter for what's going on in my town. So all my rap started to take shape kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I can talk about my experiences without feeling like I needed to exaggerate or even like cap and lie on it. I could tell exactly what it is, and it's still a valid space for that. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the things my friends went through and things that they did. I've seen, brothers getting in trouble and brothers doing different things and brothers, getting heat and all kind of shit. I could tell these stories without saying I'm somebody I'm not. You know what I mean? So Nas really helped me to put that together. Just listening to the way he bottled up his story and bottled up his experience and sold it to the world. That was really helpful.
Absolutely. So let's make this clear. We got your favorites. We got Hove. We got Nas. We got Wu-Tang as a whole. We need two more.
Oh shit. Okay. See, this is man. I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm so with this. We can go all night about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's my favorite like lyricist, or who's my favorite like personality, or who's my favorite? You know what I'm saying? Like, favorite is the word like favorite when it comes to hip hop is too broad. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's some guys who are like the illest lyricists, but they're not like my favorite artists, but they're like my favorite lyricists. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, Grand Hustle, you was around drama, Grand Hustle. I know the King got to be in there somewhere.
Who the King? Who? T.I.?
Yeah.
Yeah, respect the Tip. Shout out to Tip, 100%. But Tip ain't on my top 5 favorite rappers though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, nah. But yeah, but Tip is somebody I know personally, and he that's my man because he let me hang out with him on tour and shit like that. I love Tip. You know what I'm saying? But
My favorite,
him and
Jigga, my favorite.
Yeah, Tip ain't one of my favorite rappers though. Nah. I don't know.
What about your Michigan brother Eminem?
My favorite rapper, nah. But I love Eminem. I love what he do. You know what I'm saying? I love what he do. I love like you said, my Michigan brother. He's from Michigan, man. And he told the story that woke up a whole nation of people who didn't have a voice before. You know what I'm saying? I love what he did and how he woke up the people and and made people really pay attention to what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say he's my favorite though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I admire, yeah. Him and T.I., love him to death. But favorite, nah. I'm gonna stop there. Nas, Wu.
All right, man. Cool, man. Well, I really appreciate you, man. Definitely taking the time, man. Everybody, please go pick up that new project. Go your new streaming site that's coming out. Tell it because I got a lot of rapping homies and they always wanna have their music on everything. So what's the
Radiator? RADI, the letter 8 ER. Radiator. Follow us on Instagram. Radiator Music. Follow us on Instagram. Radiator Music. And then just go to the website and check us out. Radiator.com. We're supposed to launch this winter. I'm thinking we're on track to have a solid launch. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it's just a place where independent artists can be the king of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming out of Charlotte, it's going to be hard to compete with the baby. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming out of Atlanta, it's going to be hard to compete with Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you can't get your just due, get your shine, get your, make your rounds and get the attention and support that you need. So on Radiator, you get more spins. You know what I'm saying? Radiator, you get more exposure. And again, we report, to PROs, so you're going to get all your publishing dollars. So, it's lit, man. It's lit. Good opportunity for you to get some exposure. Whereas you may got to stand in line if you're coming out of New York City for behind the other artists who are like, mainstream and signed. But if you're an independent guy coming out of New York City, you could be in the forefront on Radiator. You know what I'm saying? It's a good place to build. And then again, for listeners, it's a great thing too, because it's allowing people to discover new music. It's a music discovery app. So you could be hanging out for instance, you be in Wisconsin, And man, what's hot? Who's the hot jazz singer right here? Ain't got nothing to be hip hop. Who's the hot jazz singer right here? You go on the app and then you take the map and you go to Wisconsin where you at and you zoom in and zoom out, and it's going to give you all the different genres and who's the top artists in those markets.
That's
so emerging artists can get busy. Or you in Nashville, it's a big country music scene out there. You may love country music and you want to go to, after the COVID lift, you may want to go to a nice show and see some country artists that you like. You go on Radiator and they'll show you who's the hottest artists on this side of Nashville and where they performing at tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like all on one app.
Dope.
So it's good for discovery if you're a music fan.
What about podcasts, man? Can we put podcasts on the site?
Willie the Kid podcast?
No. I'm talking about on your streaming service.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Podcast be available.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna start with music, but it's gonna also, evolve to podcasts and evolve to venues as well. So if there's a popular, jazz venue, in New Orleans, it'll be on Radiator too, or a nice hip hop venue that's in Greensboro. You know what I'm saying? It'll be lit too. You know what I'm saying? So
you know about Greensboro.
Yeah, for sure. I got homies out there in Greensboro. Shout out to Greensboro.
Yeah, that's definitely home right there.
Yeah. Shout out to the town.
Willie the Kid, new album out right now. Capital Gains, dope artwork. A lot of A1 spitters on there as well. He made it clear him and DJ Drama didn't have no beef. I thought y'all was beefing, man. I'm glad you cleared that shit up.
That's messed up, bro.
Once you don't see an artist, when you see an artist with this one person for all these years, and then you don't see him with him no more, you like, they must.
Nah, man. Like people gotta, I don't know. I guess that's the way people are. I guess what you just explained right there is the way people think. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but no, it's not true.
You seen Ace Hood and DJ Khaled together when they first came in. They not together no more. You like. They must not be, They
must be beefing. Like Ace Hood when they got a pistol and went to go find Khaled and shoot him, and Khaled must have.
Of course, it ain't that serious.
The boy in the jaw when you saw him at the club beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I get it. I get how people think. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Certain words people use loosely. Like, people use like classic, hater, beef. There's certain words that people use real loosely. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's a title right there. Classic, hater, beef. Because we definitely throw those words too free.
Man, it's a lot of terms people throw around real loosely, and beef is one. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Beef is a whole. Well, I guess where I'm from, in my experience, you know what I'm saying? Beef is much bigger than just not being next to somebody every day anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Final question. You say we throw it out there loosely. So what would you consider a classic album? What's that one album that you had, if you had to put it in the museum and say it's a classic, what album would that be?
Just one?
Just give me we can line it up in the museum. Just give me a few that you feel like it's undeniable classics in hip hop.
The Aliens album from Outkast, you know what I'm saying? The Doggy Style from Snoop Dogg.
I had Mad Skills on the podcast. Last podcast I did, he said he never heard an Outkast album ever. Blew my mind. But go ahead.
Hey, what?
Mad Skills, God do the rap.
I heard what you said, brother. I'm just saying, like, I can't believe no one heard it. Wow, that's crazy, man. I can't believe that. The Outkast albums help shape and mold me along the way, man. With from Southern Playalistic to the Aliens album to Criminal, man. Outkast was a running soundtrack for me growing up, man. I don't know where I would be if I didn't hear those albums. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Doggy Style, Aliens album, Midnight Marauders from Tribe Called Quest. It's too many to name, man. Illmatic is the answer's gonna start getting real generic, man. You know what the classic albums are, bro. Come on, man.
Only one I'm gonna say it's culturally a classic, but not a classic on the ear. I'm not really here to debate, but I don't think Doggy Style's a classic. I think it's a really good album. I think it definitely changed. It was definitely like where you was when you heard it the first time type of vibe, but like
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna cut you off, black man. But I'm gonna tell you right now. If you do a poll on that, you're gonna be sadly disproved, my brother. Doggy Styles is a foremost classic, brother. Foremost, not even debatable. Foremost, it's not even known. If you do a poll, you'll see it. Don't take it from me. Take it from the public.
You're right. It's definitely. But every time I go back to it, I just skip a lot of songs. That's just
You may, but the rest of the world doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know that. But once again, GOAT versus favorite. It may not be your favorite album, but it is the GOAT. It is a classic album. You know what I'm saying? It is. It is. And don't take my word for it. Ask the rest of the world. They'll tell you. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard it many times, and
it may not be your favorite, which is
not my
totally understandable. Can't nobody tell you to like Brussels sprouts. You might not like that. You know what I'm saying? But are Brussels sprouts high in nutrients? Absolutely. We're not even going to debate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to debate that. Like, it's on you. You might not like it. Cool. But is it a classic? Don't take my word for it. Ask the rest of the world. They'll tell you the same. You know what I'm saying?
And it's Snoop Dogg's birthday today too.
That's great. Shout out to Unc Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
It's some more Snoop Dogg albums I like more than Doggy Style. Just my personal.
Sure. Once again, talking about you what that L word you just used?
That's my personal.
No, you used the L word. What L word you just said?
I forgot what I say.
You said like. You said like. It's not about what we like. We talk about GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about what we like. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's your favorite. That's your preference.
Right.
That's a whole other conversation. You know what I'm saying? Whole other conversation.
Got you, brother. Got you. Man, you cool ass dude, man. You too cool for school, man. I fucks with you, man. I definitely fucks with you, man. I definitely thank you for taking the time out. Capital Gain in stores right now, or streaming. Streaming.
Capital Gains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Streaming platforms. All streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms, my brother. Man, you be safe. You be safe, my brother. Thank you for your time. Any shout outs, anything you want to leave the people with before we get up off here?
Nah, it's all good, man. Just make sure you follow me on Instagram, the Willie the Kid. Make sure you follow Radiator Music, Motu_Vijay, MOTU_VIGET, Motu Vijay Spirits. And make sure you follow GRUSA, and make sure you follow Ambiance GR Nightclub and Lounge. Will be open for the holidays. Make sure you come and hang out and party with us. You know what I'm saying? Full dance floor, full kitchen, full bar, the whole wop.
That's down in Atlanta?
No, it's in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids.
It's my nightclub lounge down there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check for us up there.
Come out and kick it, man. Yeah. Willie the Kid, man. Thank you, my brother.
For sure.